What's going on, everybody? You guys are now tuned into the Re-Up podcast. My guest today is now a 3-time Re-Up podcast guest, which is a record now. I haven't had that many guests come back on the podcast as of right now, hopefully, but definitely appreciate you coming through. My guy, Alex D, he has a new album coming out. It's self-titled LXD. So, man, thank you for being a part of the show, man. We appreciate it.
Of course, bro. Always. You already know I'm always ready to chop it up with you.
Amazing, man. So how's it been, the album making process? It's definitely the toughest part because it's not just a regular mixtape, not just a regular EP, not just something you're just, putting together, kind of just a release. You need to actually, put in your blood, sweat, and tears into an actual album. So how's that process been for you so far?
Yeah, that's a big misconception because people think it's like a little mixtape thing, but it's not. It's like a complete body of work. I haven't dropped a body of work since 2015.
Okay.
So, I've been making mad different music. I was always trying to do something different. My path always changed. So I was like, you know what, I can't do this. But now, like I said before, I know who I am. So I was able to get a good body of work done. And now I could put it to the public and shit just because I'm about to do a bunch of crazy different stuff. So I don't want to throw anybody off before I start doing music in different genres and stuff.
Right. We live in an age and era where a lot of hip-hop artists or music artists in general it almost seems like they release a new mixtape every month or every week, or an album every month or whatever. You kind of took a different route. Why take that different route compared to other artists?
Just because I feel like a lot of my music, it was just gonna at the time just gonna get slept on.
Right.
I knew I didn't have a big support system when I first started. So I was like, you know what? There's certain songs I'm just not gonna take certain things too crazy because I already know when stuff does get crazy, I could just bring stuff right back on and just.
Yeah,
go back to it. The type of music I make is always timeless type of stuff. So I've never really been worried about putting it out there super fast just because I want the best result for it, not a fast result.
Right. My last interview with you, not the one with creators where it was you and Nico Blanco over Zoom, but the first one we had at Studios. Yeah. You mentioned that you time isn't really of the essence for you in the sense of always putting out music as soon as possible. It's kind of whatever the process is. Do you think other music artists should kind of take from that a little bit instead of dishing out, music that I think that the labels are going to like or that radio stations are going to like, and more of taking the time out to really find themselves, go through experiences and have their music kind of reflect that?
Yeah, definitely. Just because people try to, I don't know, I feel at least from my personal experience, I feel like people just are just looking for the next big thing, which is cool too. You should definitely be doing that. But that after you do the big thing, they're going to want more. Right. And you need to know what that more is going to be before, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You don't want to be searching for the next big thing. You don't even have the second track that's going to follow that.
Exactly.
Then you just fall apart after that.
Right. That's why one-hit wonders for me are kind of it's kind of an outdated type of concept because nowadays it's really, you can still be a one-hit wonder, don't get me wrong, but
that's a fact, yeah.
It's not even worth it because you're going to go from one-hit wonder and make all that money from that one song to nothing.
I feel like you just disappoint yourself.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Especially nowadays, where the consumer, which is us, I guess, as people who, buy music, go to concerts, buy merch, just invest a lot into music in general. Yeah. We get one a taste of one thing, but then everything else there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of not a waste of an investment or a waste of time, but it's we're gonna quickly just switch to somebody else.
Exactly.
So you're literally just better off taking your time and putting out a nice piece of work. That way people know, all right, maybe if he takes his time and all that, it's one thing, but he just always delivers, back to back to back to back to back. Because I feel like artists like Davies to kind of do that. With him, it's his projects are always solid, always really good. People have opinions over of course that type of music and that type of sound, especially in today's generation. But I feel like he's always consistent no matter what. When even if it takes him 6 months to a year for a project, you already know that project's gonna be crazy, nice features, good production, everything. So I'd rather just be like that honestly than just you wasting my time on just radio hits every single week.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if you feel the same.
Exactly. For instance, for me, I won't even watch a Netflix show if there's only one season on it.
Yeah,
just you feel, I'm not gonna waste my time and build up my hype just to be sitting there. Where it's got to be at least 3 or 4 on there.
You know? That's a perfect analogy, actually. Yeah, because no one's ever gonna do that. You have to put 2 seasons out there first.
Even if it's a big super hype show, it's not out. Yeah, how many are there? 1? I'll wait till there's 3 because I know if I watch 1, I'm gonna want more.
Exactly.
And I'm just gonna be mad at myself
yeah, facts. Yeah, well, some seasons. Yeah, some seasons have 15 episodes, which is a little different, of course. But of course, if it's one season has 10 episodes or something like that, you're gonna want more, of course.
Yeah, thanks.
And of course, and especially since it does take a while to to make a brand new season because new plots, new recording sites, like production sites, depending if it's like a live thing, like a animated type of series and all that. So that definitely makes sense. Yeah. Speaking of like production stuff, do you have any music videos kind of set up for like the album already, or are you kind of like thinking about that, or do you want the album to release first? People kind of like to soak in the songs and all that, kind of like see like a consensus of who likes what song for whatever reason, then like go into production for music videos.
To be honest, I've been thinking about what songs I'm gonna do for a very long time. I have a couple done already, and then I'm gonna do a couple more. If it was up to me, I would do a song I'd do a video for every song on that.
Of course, yeah, yeah.
I wish, you know what I'm saying, like, but I definitely have a couple picked out, and I think they're gonna be the best ones too. So.
Okay. And so you mentioned on your Instagram that this album's gonna be extremely diverse when it comes to the topic of each song. It's not just gonna be like all hype songs. It's gonna be like, you mentioned that you're gonna mention politics. You're gonna mention like your own life. You're gonna mention, maybe like the high points of your life, low points of your life.
Yeah,
pretty much like a whole type of thing. What made you go into that? Because it takes a lot to pretty much express yourself nowadays. Because everyone's super opinionated. Everyone's super antsy on what you think about this topic, that topic. Even if you're talking about it from like your point of view and all that. So what made you really go about like taking that route?
Just because I really feel like, I don't know, a lot of people today just really be saying some crazy stuff, and like especially like me being in the underground scene, like people don't really take the time out to just be real, and lead people and stuff. And I just wanted, especially because this album is self-titled, it's just about me, so I kind of wanted to open up about like me and what I've been through and stuff, rather than just like at first giving people what they want to hear. Like, I just wanted them to know me first, and then now I'm definitely going to be giving out singles and stuff, like more party joints, but the album has everything on it, so it just starts out, it's kind of like I would say like a movie, like climaxes in the middle, fades out. That's all dope. That stuff, so it's just like, it's pretty cool. And then
you actually just had a single release of Marty Baller.
Yeah, the backflip. I have a video for that will be out soon.
So the video will be out for that.
Yeah,
with Marty Baller in it.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, that's
what was it like? Because you've been with Marty for a while. Like, actually, one of the first times like I actually got to meet you and like spend time with you was actually with Marty. We were out in the city and all that. So
that's right.
Yeah, and you two seem to like definitely chop it up really well. You guys definitely seem to work really well together. So what's it like recording with him and pretty much playing stuff out?
Yo, like recording with him is like you got to be on your toes. Like, not even recording with him, just like the engineer got to be on his toes. Like,
right.
Everything has to be right, because if you don't know how to chop stuff up and just basically like he's gonna burn it.
It's
like,
a wrap, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny though. Like he's definitely always makes me like challenge myself and stuff, and like like we just put a beat on and he just goes crazy. I can't not go crazy too. So. But I've been hanging out with him and stuff has been pretty dope, and been showing me a lot.
On his Instagram, it always seems like he's always like all over the place, like traveling across the country. Always doing stuff. So, he has like side businesses, like doing like what he's doing and all that. So is it kind of hard to get like in touch with him, and kind of hard to kind of like catch him on certain good days?
Yeah, sometimes, like not really. I mean, I guess it kind of just depends, like, but that's just with anybody. It's just how they mess with you, how they fuck with you. If they fuck with you, they'll hit you back. If not, they don't hit you. But at least with Marty, what I'm saying, if I hit him, he's gonna hit me back and stuff. I'm not really worried about that.
That's awesome.
I was worried about the day of the video though, because he was in California like the week before. Okay. And then I didn't know if he was going to be back in time.
For that specific video.
Yeah, and then he was in time, and he lost his phone the day before. Oh. So the day of the video shoot, like, he was late. You know what I'm saying? He didn't hit me up at first. So the first couple hours, I'm like, damn. Like, sheesh. But he hit me up, and he came through and everything. It was supposed to happen that way.
I got you. So there's also a snippet on your Instagram where you two in the studio. Is that a part of the video, or is that something a little separate?
Yeah, that was, I mean, it just depends, just because we've been to a couple different studios together. But
it's the most recent one. Like, I think he's like a bottle of, I don't know if it's champagne or something like that.
No, that was actually in a house, that little video. It was like the little quick snippet.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, but that night we were at the studio. And that was that night, yeah.
All right, that's dope.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. So, shouts to Doha Lounge, too, for real. Shouts to Doha Lounge for letting us pull up. That was dope.
Yeah, man, definitely. Doha's good. I've been
yo, you been there?
Yeah, I've been there a couple once or twice. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
When, like this year?
Not recently, but like probably like last year, like 2 years ago, something like that.
Nah, it was fire though.
That's what's up.
It's a good spot.
Yeah, definitely. You're also having like an album, like a pre-album release party on the bus and all that.
Facts. Yo,
Yeah, so
sucks that you
who's
can't
it?
come.
Yeah, nah, I'm so sorry, bro. Legit, like forgot I
Nah,
had
it's all
plans, like
good. I
yeah,
already
like
know,
CT
bro.
and shit. But what made you go into that? Because because I think album release parties are the most like fun idea. Like, I'd rather go to an album release party than just go to like a regular like because if you tell me like pull up, it's gonna be an album release party.
Yeah.
Over hey, just pull up in general, and be like album release party, like just
Yeah.
pull up. You feel me? Like so, what made you go into that? Like what like how exactly did you go into like like managing all that?
Well, to be honest, I was at a studio session not too long ago, and we were listening to all the songs. We kind of had a listening session,
Right.
and me and the management team were just like sitting around, like, you know what, like we always did want to throw an album release party. Like Corona is around and still lingering, but we could figure something out. So we were like, let's make the release party happen. So we did talk to a couple of places, and we got something figured out. Of course, because of Corona, it has to be exclusive. Not a lot of people can come, but
Right.
I wanted to get a lot of people who helped me work, in business ties and music wise.
Right. Speaking of COVID, was the album was it supposed to release at the same date or was it changed because of COVID?
Nah, definitely. It was supposed to be released like May,
Really?
April.
Shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like when the year started, I was definitely looking at like April, May, ride the whole year out from summer type vibe.
Right.
And then COVID happened, studios closed down. I couldn't finish my music. But it was a good thing though too, because during that 3-month time period I picked up producing very heavy. And then so now for the next album I could take a more intricate look like
Right.
at my music.
You can be self-produced for the most part too.
No, I've already done a couple that are produced by me.
That's good.
So.
Yeah, you just answered my question. I was gonna ask you if even though that's an inconvenience, like if it was like a still a good thing, but it's good because you are producing and stuff like that. What would you say? Is it like how like what are the real like big differences? I guess like preparation wise and actually music creating wise, producing compared to rapping or songwriting.
Damn, that's a good question. To be honest, I don't know. I don't really take like a. To be honest, I don't really like prepare
direct,
myself.
okay, I got you,
like
yeah.
I just spark one really, and I just start
Just
doing
go?
it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
I just
simple.
like play the instrumental or I'll spark one and start going through loops. Just
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do 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 or an instrument, and I'll start playing shit.
Got
And
it.
whatever sounds good, then I stop at it, continue that vibe. That's it,
Dope.
really. I don't really like.
You don't overthink it.
Nah, yeah, I just feel it. Like,
Right.
oh, this one's good.
What would your advice be to maybe artists who want to go into producing as well, or just anybody who wants to go into producing in general? Like how do they start, or how do you go about
You go to ZZ Sounds, which is a website that lets you prepay for equipment, and you get yourself a $124 Akai MIDI kit. And all you have to do is make the first payment. So $25, and the kit will be at your house in 2 days.
it? Oh shit, really?
Free game.
Facts. I'm about to tag the account too. Like,
And then you just
right
need a
over here.
computer with FL Studio or Logic or whatever. But that's how you get a keyboard really fast.
That's fire.
And then you just got to make payments every month.
That's heat.
That's how I got mine.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. So have you ever thought about like this whole self-producing thing? Have you thought about it for a while, or did it just come up during quarantine? How'd that all work out?
Nah, I thought about it for a while. Like, in school, I always had like I didn't really do band and stuff, but like for instance, like when you're in elementary school and you have the not classes, but you have electives that you do once a day.
Yeah, right.
And everybody got music, everybody got gym, so we would go to music. And at that point in elementary school, I used to be kind of crazy with the instruments. Like,
Yeah.
Like when we would do the Pledge of Allegiance and stuff like that, I would be there with the drum, like and
The Pledge of Allegiance.
and stuff like that. And
That's
like because
heat.
we would do like our school would do like acoustic and choir versions of songs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like at pep rallies, or not pep rallies, but little what did they used to call them?
For recess.
Like no, not recess, but like when you meet up in the cafeteria and it's all the whole school's there. It's like a
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah
Whatever.
something.
Yeah. If you
But
know, you know.
but nah, yeah. So then around there.
All right, awesome. Also, I also noticed that your album is self-titled. Before it was supposed to be Overdose, right?
Yeah.
So what made you change the album title?
that was a big I kind of wanted to go away from like the the overdose, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's a very touchy subject.
I feel like,
nowadays.
right.
Very touchy. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's a touchy subject. So
Yeah. Well, I guess for good reason. Depends who you are. A lot of people have lost loved ones to overdoses.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and then just I didn't want to like, because I know my name is LXD and it's a drug and stuff, but I didn't want to like do it like that. I didn't want to go crazy.
The drug scene. And everything
yeah,
like
I didn't want to overdo
Okay.
it. So I was like, you know what? Because it's not even really that too deep into that. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's really nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it's not only about that.
Right. So yeah, because our first interview at Penthouse, you did mention that, you know, like, yeah, you do like do psychedelics and all that, but you didn't want like the whole drug type of culture to really like kind of like take over your whole image.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, because I feel like sometimes like the drug culture, you know, even though it's, you know, it is what it is, like you do what you do, but I do think it's like a little too much within hip hop. Like people just literally just rap about mostly that, money and girls. That's about it.
I know.
And it's kind of like it's a little like self-toxic.
And the rappers don't even do it too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've always wondered about that because like some rappers you could tell they do, but some rappers just do it like just rap it just to rap about it. And I'm like, bro, like no offense, if you don't do it, don't rap about it, bro. And that goes with anything. If you don't do it, just like whatever.
Yeah, that's why like a lot of people be telling me like, yo, why don't you like say this or say that like when I'm in the studio and stuff. Yeah. And I'm just like, well, you know what, like I haven't really done that, so I don't want to say that.
Yeah, it's like not authentic. Yeah,
I ain't do that yet. How am I going to say that? Like,
yeah, no, of course.
You know,
is it kind of?
I'll exaggerate some stuff, but like, come on, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it kind of tough sometimes because in general, you know, like artists in general, like music artists, especially hip hop artists, they kind of like they exaggerate a lot of shit. Yeah. Like they'll be telling you that they're pulling up in a Benz, blah blah blah, like. They have like a nice ass crib, but like in reality, like not yet. It's just all for show. But like
a picture you're painting for yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. Which like that stuff is like not even like that serious and all that. But is it kind of tough sometimes? Maybe like staying away from like maybe you'll come up with a bar or something like that, but then it's like you have to think back and say, all right, like let me switch up because that's not exactly what I'm doing. I don't want to give up that type of persona.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, to be honest, it kind of like I would say it's kind of been changing because I would say that I am doing a little bit more stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of been a little bit easier rapping because, you know, I could say certain things. You know what I'm saying? For instance, we're going to have a little party bus. We're going to pop bottles. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, as I've been getting a little bit bigger with this music stuff, rapping has been a little bit easier, I would say, just because I can exaggerate a little bit more about stuff. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Yeah,
because you've elevated. You've actually been able to like do more stuff and do more things.
I've been at crazy shows. I've been, you know what I'm saying, been with people, you know what I'm saying, so I could do a couple stuff like that now. But I still don't even do that, so.
Right. There's no need to really.
Yeah, exactly.
So you actually also dropped a snippet for track number 6, which I actually liked a lot, to be honest. That one sounds really good. Yeah, it sounds really good. What made you drop that one specifically out of all the ones that you could have possibly dropped?
That song is probably like that song sounds like New Year's.
I got you.
It's the most celebratory type song. So basically it's track 6. So like it changes up the feel of the album. From track 1 to 5, you're like feeling some type of way. I'm not gonna tell you what way, but you'll be feeling a certain type of way, and then that song comes on.
Switch up. Got you.
Then
that's dope. I like that. So how many tracks does the album have?
13.
13. Okay. That's like a decent amount because nowadays a lot of artists they release 15 to 20.
Yeah, they're going crazy lately, right?
Yeah, everybody. It's not just one person anymore. It's just everyone's just doing like 20 song projects.
Trippy started doing that real crazy in like 17, and now a lot of people are like doing that.
Interesting.
Like,
okay.
Deluxes and shit. I didn't see that. I didn't really see that heavy come back until I seen Trippy doing it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you definitely.
And Big Sean.
Yeah, him too. You know, everyone has deluxes too, which I think I love that person.
Yeah,
I love that. Too. I love that.
That's gotta be a Drake thing though.
Yeah,
I feel like, you know, because he dropped the little pack, the little 2-song pack.
Yeah. Then he just went crazy with everything else. It's like, oh wait, there's more type shit.
Yeah.
Now for me, it's always cool because the deluxe for me is always, even like with Pop Smoke's Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon album. It was definitely really cool because it's kind of like the one project does so well that you're still like, you know, yearning for more. Then deluxe comes out with a couple more songs, and it's just, you know, it just boosts up album sales a lot, and it's a lot better, you know, marketing wise and all that. So it's good.
Yeah, no, I definitely plan to drop a deluxe. Not for this, but I'm just saying, like,
in general.
Yeah, in general.
All right, perfect. Yeah,
but I want it to be like a drastic change. I want it to be like a actual bang for your buck.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like actual, like, you know, like,
yeah, like I'm gonna switch it up. Like,
that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe change something, rearrange or something.
Yeah. Not just like changing the album cover, like the colors or something like that, but like actually like the whole mood of the album.
Like if there's 15 on it, I'll probably change like 8 of them or something. You know.
Oh, so like actually going to the songs and changing up the song instead of just adding songs.
Yeah.
Or maybe both.
Or maybe add. Add is cool too.
Yeah. Well,
I could probably.
Most deluxe albums nowadays is just like they add like 5 more tracks. It's the same exact album, just like 5 more tracks.
Adding 5 is not that bad of an idea.
It's not because it'll be like the 5 that like I don't know, didn't make the first cut.
I've been seeing some deluxes, but they only had 3. That's why I was like, nah, that's damn. You gotta add more than.
Oh yeah, see, they're kind of like bullshitting a little bit. I'm like, all right, 3? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
You can just add 2 more songs. That would have been wavy.
That's what I'm saying. So, but nah, deluxe is definitely a good idea. I like with the idea of a deluxe.
That's definitely good.
So, and then people who've been doing that, like for instance, for the Pop Smoke shit, it was pretty good, especially being a post-hummus album. So
yeah,
so that's all right.
Definitely. How much does creators have to do with with your album? Are there gonna be a lot of creators? Is there a lot of creative influences on that, or is it just pretty much just you in general?
Nico Blanco is on a track.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's actually track 2. So
I see that.
One of my favorite ones too. So, but influence wise, I mean, yeah, I mean, me being in creators and stuff, yeah, I feel like it hand in hand.
Perfect.
Same thing. You know, that my artists and creators, you know, same thing.
Yeah, true. What other producers do you have working that are on the album other than yourself?
Hunnit.
Nice.
Yeah, Hunnit is a real good producer out of the Bronx. A lot of them I got from like producers I don't know, but I bought the beats.
Right.
And like I contacted them. And then who else had one? That's pretty much it. Hunnit is like he has most of them.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. What else can people expect out of the album that you haven't really expressed as of lately?
A lot of sleepers. Songs that I never showed anybody before or anything.
Right.
Probably going to be like the best songs.
So there's like older songs too that you've recorded in the past and you're bringing onto the album and you just putting it fixed up a little bit?
I feel like the album is like the collection of the best songs I have from 2017 on up until now.
Awesome.
And then now I'll go in category wise. Like probably do R&B next or a part 2.
Right.
Well, not a part 2, but you know, extension of the self-title.
Right, because the Creators Project was actually really cool because it was like you said, like a couple of first songs was a certain type of vibe, then it switches up.
Yeah.
Then it switches up again. It's kind of like, you know, like layers to like, you know, moods, how you're feeling, stuff like that.
Exactly.
And I feel like Nico did his thing too on on a lot of tracks.
He did.
So I'm actually really excited to see that that he's on like the actual album.
Yeah.
I think he deserves it. He's been working pretty hard. So
yeah, he dropped a new video too.
That video is
fire.
Crazy. Shout out to Discreet. Yeah, shout out to Discreet videos, Discreet Productions.
Discreet footage, yeah.
Discreet footage, my bad. Yeah. So shout out to Discreet footage, man. Like
yeah,
that
shit was dope. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. I was surprised with this. Like I was like positively surprised with the song too because production was good. He was really creative with it. I haven't really heard like a song like that, even like mainstream artists and all that. So I feel like he's kind of like finding himself as an artist too, like kind of like his sound, like what he kind of wants to go towards. And
yeah,
I like it a lot.
The minute he showed me that, and yeah, I was definitely impressed. I was like, oh, okay. Because he is type of like a in-your-face type hip-hop rapper. So
very, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Vibes.
So that's like definitely his niche right there.
Right. Yeah, even the beat was crazy. Yeah, no, the video is like really well produced. He did this thing in there, like that. Just the video just screams Nico Blanco.
Yeah, exactly.
It's cool. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Especially with like the whole like conspiracy vibe it had to it. Like it was dope.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a horror film. Like, on drugs or something like that. I like it a lot.
Exactly.
Talking about Manny Wave. Can we expect Manny on the project on the album?
Not on this project, but because me and Manny, we've been working on our own project. So
okay. Word.
Yeah. So we're just waiting on time wise. Really.
Got you. So you mean it's gonna be like a joint album or like a joint mixtape, EP, something
probably,
like that?
Nah, not even an album. Probably a joint EP.
Okay.
Probably like 3-5 songs.
That's dope. Have you and Manny kept in constant contact? Because you know he's doing his thing too. He's also like doing music.
Yeah,
he
should be there on at the album release.
Word.
So, I've been seeing Manny like crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm always linking up with One Mob and Wave Mob.
That's dope. Does he have a lot of influence in your music? Like, does he ever come to studio sessions? Like, do you ever like show him tracks? Like, you know, does he ever give his input and stuff like that?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's vice versa.
Right.
You know, so like we don't ever like, for instance, for my album, like we have our own studio sessions, But like definitely like when we're working on songs together and stuff, it's definitely like a compiled, you know, like a compilation of our vibes and stuff.
Right.
And then but yeah, but like we don't ever really be like at each other's sessions like that, I would say.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Just cuz you know, like we're all doing so much, so.
Right, of course.
So
Well, of course, like schedules differ and all that type of stuff too.
yeah, and then but nah, so now that I'm done with my album, and though that's why I'm glad it's finally done, because now I can venture off and, you know,
Definitely do more collabs and all that.
Yeah, more collabs. I mean, even though I have a bunch of collabs already done,
Yeah,
it's just about dropping it, really.
right, of course.
So now's the time, though.
Is the album mostly features or is mostly yourself? Or is like 50-50?
Nah, it's 9-4. So nine,
9-4, okay.
nine just
you
me.
4 features. That's a good
yeah.
balance.
Yeah.
Was it kind of tough for you, know, like figuring out, like, you know, all right, I want to feature for this one, I want to feature for that one. Like, is that really tough? Excuse me, like pre-planning wise.
Well, throughout, well, not really. I feel like each of the features, they kind of like came in hand. Like when I made Backflip,
right,
I knew I wanted Marty on it, just because at the moment I was like, yo, this shit is hard.
It just screams Marty.
Yeah,
right.
So I was like, it just screamed, you know, market. And I was like,
right,
know,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then like, yeah, so when I showed Marty the song, he fucked with it. So then we handled that. The song with Nico, he was actually gonna mix it for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then he was like, yo, I really like the song. I was like, you know what, yo, fuck around and do a verse to it.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Right.
And I liked the verse, so I was like, you know what, all right,
all right, dope. Yeah,
just a placement. And then the other 2 features, I had those songs with those artists, and then I asked them, I was like, yo, would you want to put this on my album? You know, exposure for both of us, and it's good songs. And then, you know, they said yeah. So we just put those on there. So those really like for the album, but they ended up on the album.
Right. Is Backflip going to be on the album too?
Yeah.
Or is it just oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of release like a single before the album that's going to be on the album.
I had to take it off too. Like
Gotcha.
if you look right now, Backflip's not on, but it's okay. It's going to drop tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, which kind of sucks because, like, you know, I had the cover drawn up and, you know, paying for it and and now like that cover won't be on there no more, you know, because but that's just
kind of how it works.
That's the little things that they don't
right.
that people don't know artists do and stuff. Like,
you know, it's just the way. Yeah, it is what it is. Nothing you can do about that.
That's an investment though.
Because the first time you release it's like what? There's gonna be no album cover. Or no,
exactly.
No artwork. That's crazy.
Exactly. You need it. So
yeah, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Type of thing. So with Marty, does he also bring in like his own producers and his own like own engineers and stuff like that for the album?
Yeah, we definitely like for most of this. Well, I would say half and half now, but a lot of the sessions we be going to like he be inviting me to studio sessions and stuff.
Oh, nice, okay.
But during this album and during the recording of Backflip, like he came to a couple of my studio sessions and stuff. A lot of the work we've done is at Future Sound.
Right.
Future Sound BK. That's where I told you for the
for the
location.
Yeah.
And then it's definitely cool. We linked up a lot at Umbrella Studio in Hunts Point.
Okay.
That's his people and stuff. And then you know, it's funny, just the other day we were at I forgot how to pronounce the studio, but it's the studio A Boogie be there a lot. It's in up in Yonkers area.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's called I forgot, but it's like AR Studios.
Oh, I think I've heard it before.
Something like that.
Pretty like poppin' studio.
Yeah, it's a real poppin' studio. Producer Jams used to work there. Or he still be there, but
yeah,
that's where he be working out of. It's real poppin' studio.
That's dope.
Marty took me over there. That shit was poppin'.
Has Marty how much of a help has Marty been since he moved to New York?
Yeah, good help. Great help.
Great help, yeah.
Yeah, just cause you know what I'm saying, definitely getting a feature with him was definitely solid. And then every time we go like somewhere, like, you know what I'm saying, he's definitely putting me on about stuff, you know, people trying to do, you know, whatever.
Yeah, like just like knowledge from the
knowledge,
industry,
yeah.
because he's probably been there.
Exactly, he's been there, done that. So every time linking up with him, you know, definitely can give me a couple gems and stuff. It's pretty far. I appreciate it 100%. Just because I remember moving to New York.
Right.
No funny shit. Like right now, if I swipe right now, you can go through my like videos and Marty is deep in there. Like, you feel me? Like,
Right.
I never thought that listening to him and then a couple years later I'd have a song with him.
Nah, that's insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like I used to really bump the Like Mike song
Yeah.
with him and Smokey and A$AP Ferg.
Yeah, that's a dope video too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, dope. That shit was fire.
Yeah, it's cool because it was like choreographed and all that shit.
Yeah,
like, there's people
exactly.
actually, like, they all had
Fat
shades
Boy
on all that.
SSC.
Yeah, nah, it was mad funny.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So back then I didn't know bumping the song I was gonna have a song with him.
Right.
And that's not the only song I have with Marty too. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna actually do a whole joint tape with Zoot Vibes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that's gonna come out. I'm probably gonna work on that next.
That's dope. So it sounds like you have like a lot of projects coming out. Like you have this dope. You have this joint joint tape. Then you have your EP with Manny. Then just probably like other singles, other videos you have in store and all that. Is it kind of tough to maybe like organize all that stuff, or is it kind of it's been organized for a while? You guys have certain dates for all that, or is everything kind of up in the air since because COVID's pretty much been fucking up everybody's timeline?
It's like half up in the air, half organized.
Got you.
Yeah.
Has it been tough these last couple months, like organizing things, or maybe setting like due dates or deadlines, just because no one knows what's gonna happen with everything?
Yeah, I haven't been really setting any deadlines or anything.
Right.
I just been like taking it day by day, creating, just like what I'm saying, making new beats. I haven't even really been writing like that, just because I have a lot of planned drops already. So right now I'm just like trying to find a new me, a new deeper, like, what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like Kanye West. Like,
I got like finding a whole bunch of avenues.
Yeah.
Has that been a positive thing about this whole pandemic? Is that you've been able to find yourself a little more, go into producing, like you said, and there's no deadlines for anything, so it's like you taking it day by day. There's not a lot of pressure of you like being on a deadline. So there's more. Is there like there's more like creative juices flowing? Has it been something like that?
Yeah, definitely. Cause I just be up all night now.
Right.
To wake up for. So
I got you.
I'm up early and I'm up all night.
Right.
So
that's dope.
Yeah, by 10 o'clock I'm already like waking and baking, whether I'm writing something or producing something, or like for the past week I've been typing in all the lyrics for my album. It's so annoying.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And but I did that, and then all the other things that come with the album, trying to find a couple blogs and stuff other than you guys, of course.
Yeah.
And then just a lot of preparation to that. But other than that, there hasn't really been no deadline. This is the only deadline I've been, just the video right now for
I got you.
Backflip. That's the only thing I'm really like.
That drops today, right? You said?
Nah.
When did it drop?
Nah, the album is gonna drop today. The video I have no date for it.
Okay.
But it's definitely gonna drop after that.
Nice.
So I want to get it platform.
Yeah.
As soon as I get that answer, it's out there.
I got you. Who'd you guys go for the cinematography? And Simpler Films. Okay. Actually, I've heard of them before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
He's worked with Manny a lot. He's worked with a lot of people in New York.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So you guys are going back with him just because like he's been consistent. He knows you guys pretty well and all that.
Yeah.
You guys have a pretty good relationship with him for the most part.
Yeah. I was the first video that Simpler worked on.
Really?
Yeah, it was a hero video.
Okay.
I dropped it like in 2019.
All right.
Oh, January 1st, 2019.
Wow, literally. That's dope.
So and then ever since then I've been working with him and stuff. I've been exploring different avenues, but for now I'm definitely working with Simpler.
That's dope.
For sure, for the most part.
You also, did you make the album cover?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That's dope.
I didn't draw it, but the whole concept I told her, Yeah. And my friend Simone, who drew it up, she is, great artist. So I knew I could come to her with a crazy idea and she'd be able to put it together. So she did that really fast too. It was like 7 days.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. And I feel like she was working a lot too. So
yeah,
she's been working this pandemic. So
yeah, of course.
Shout out to everybody working during the pandemic.
Yeah, not legit, honestly. How'd you come up with the idea for the album cover? Because it seems like you kind of like centered around things that you like and you love and all of that. So is that kind of pretty much what it was?
I'm glad that you perceived it that way. That's pretty much what it is. At first, the idea, I kind of been playing with that idea for a while. I wanted just to like be like the center of the universe type stuff.
Okay.
And all the things I care about revolve around me.
Right.
Actually, as planets, like a shoe is orbiting. A keyboard orbiting.
Yeah. And it was a notebook there too, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
or everybody, you know what I'm saying? While me being like the son type thing.
Right.
But, you know, it's very, you know, I love what the concept she came up with.
Yeah.
Wasn't exactly to detail, but definitely what I was going for.
Got you. Oh, so the concept idea was hers.
No,
or
it was
you
mine.
two kind of worked with it. Okay.
Yeah, it was mine, but you know, what I wanted was definitely crazy epic, you know.
Right.
And but she drew it the best she can, and it came out perfect. It came out good.
Yeah, it's good.
How it was supposed to. So
how much is it a pain in the ass, like thinking about like album covers and like project like covers and all of that? Like, is it kind of a pain in the ass like thinking about the stuff like that, or do you just kind of like the first idea comes in your head, or however you think it reflects the album the best?
I mean, it depends. The album, I was on the fly with it for a while, but like I said, I had that idea tucked away, and then it all changed when I was gonna self-title the album. So when I self-titled it, I was like, you know what, I could pull this idea out the bag, the revolving idea.
Right.
But to be honest with covers, I don't really think about it until I guess I'm gonna drop the song. Videos though, as soon as I'm writing the song, I know what I want it to look like visual wise. So
Right.
that's pretty fun.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I like when I listen to songs and I'm just like, yeah, like imagining the
Yeah.
video in my
I got
head.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What else can people expect out of that? Oh, what else can people expect out of maybe like you moving forward after the album? It's like music wise, creative wise,
different genres.
Okay.
More stuff produced by myself. More stuff from creators as a whole, and more stuff from Nico Blanco, and more stuff from our brand, more merch and shit.
Okay,
More of
perfect.
like a business approach now that the music is out.
Okay. Because you guys had the LLC all set up, but now it's just
Yeah.
pretty much like pushing out more like more
More
content, more merch and stuff like that.
Trying to get some more income and setting up a studio. That's
Like an
my
actual
main goal.
studio.
Yeah.
So the studio, are you guys planning for it to be in Florida or in the city or wherever like
we
we are
want to
setting it
do
up?
one in each location.
Each location? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Nico's he's gonna be vibing in Florida for a while right now.
Yeah, true. I got you.
So I'm gonna be vibing up here for a while. So I definitely want to open one here for sure. He already has a little home
yeah, true.
set up at his house, so he's good to go.
Yeah.
But I want to get something popping over here, going crazy. I feel like I know what an artist wants, so like I could definitely like if I was to partner up
Right,
with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like definitely get some shit rocking.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. I think when people who actually love music create studios or create, you know, like venues or set up, you know, stuff like that. Because if you're a regular investor, or even like someone like me, for example, if I
about money,
if I decide just to open up a studio, yeah, I'm gonna try to get the best equipment and all that, get the best of everything from like what other people are telling me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's different when you have a first-hand experience of recording a song or making a song or even entering a studio and how you feel as an artist entering into a place. Because of course you're spending, you know, $200 like an hour or even more than that sometimes.
Like cut it down type stuff.
Yeah, of course, like stuff like that. So I feel like it's good that like, you know, artists actually go into, you know, making avenues and stuff like that.
Yeah. Nah, that's what I'm saying. So I definitely want to. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good idea. I can't wait for that. So
That's awesome.
just saving up now, and then I'm gonna get a little location.
That's it.
See what happens.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And just start it up.
It's cool to have like your own, like your own studio too, because you can just
Yeah.
like be there all the time, manage it, make your own tracks and everything.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm trying to be on.
That's amazing. Nico Blanco, does he have anything else coming out as of right now? Like any projects you guys might want to talk about?
He's gonna drop a single soon.
Nice.
So
okay.
after I drop my album and the video and stuff, he's gonna be coming around and dropping some stuff before the end of the year for sure.
That's dope because I feel like he's grown a lot as an artist. He's been working a lot.
Yeah,
which
he
is
has.
Good.
I'm proud of him. So
yeah,
that has been crazy. I didn't think 2020 came out really good. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I know he has a lot in him, so I just want him to keep tapping in and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like a very important time. So
right. So you're that type of friend and like partner that is pretty much like not like on top of him, but like you expect a lot out of him. So you might like push him a little more. It's
definitely.
That's good.
Like I push him without even trying to, just because like I tell him what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
of
like
course.
I don't ever tell him like that. I tell him like, yo, this is what I did today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then he's always like, yo, bro, like, damn, I'm feeling like I'm doing nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
tell him
That's
like, no, you are, bro. Like, what do you mean? Because he has come a long way with mixing himself and, you know, a lot of other times. And I tell him like, yo, or tell him and other creatives that you don't always have to be on 100%, you know?
All the time.
You could work hard 1 month and then take a break a whole month. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need that.
Of course.
So it's like, you know, if you feel like you're not creating music at this time, well, maybe you should be branding yourself.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you can't come up on any records, find out how you're gonna separate yourself from others. If you can't come up with the next song right now.
Yeah.
So stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like social media plays a big influence on how people think they should be working 24/7. Like this whole entrepreneurial. Oh, if you're not working, you're a bum. Blah blah. But obviously, it's a little weird because I'm like, first of all, everyone has their own ways of doing things, and as long as you're being productive, that could be being productive. Could be like taking care of yourself, health wise, or like branding yourself and taking a break from what you're doing and all that. So do you feel like social media kind of plays a big role in like being toxic and kind of like getting into people's heads and I should be doing this and that and hustling every single day, that type of thing?
No, yeah, maybe a little bit. I feel like it could be a good thing though, because it can make you see a lot and like want a lot. Like, like damn,
that is true.
I could be like that, which is a good thing. But I feel what you're trying to say, because then people trying to reach that, they tend to do things that
right.
It brings a different side out of people trying to reach something when they're not there yet and stuff. But I do like Instagram, and I do like, that you can see like what other people are doing, and to you can kind of like, okay, maybe I should start doing this and stuff like that.
Right.
And like for instance, like when Tory Lanez is on Instagram live while he's recording, that's like a good thing, because people can see exactly what he's doing. But then, then there's also negative aspects of the social platform. So
it's pretty much like give and take. Yeah.
Yo, I'll be telling people, with anything in this world, there's a positive and a negative. A gun, use it to protect yourself or to hurt somebody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You could,
what could drown you could also make you swim.
Yeah, exactly. People be complaining about superstition. You could put it on you could use superstition to help you or curse somebody, or you could use fire to burn
keep yourself warm
or keep yourself exactly
burn a whole fucking city down or something like that.
It's all about who you are and how you use the tool.
Right.
So that's what I'll be saying.
So you expressed before that you're gonna express a lot of like not like political views, but like talk about socially what's been going on. Was that always a plan? Like back in May when it was supposed to release, was that always a plan to kind of like express your viewpoint on these type of issues, or as these past couple months, of course, there's been a lot of it's come like social justice of it's come to light a lot, like in the mainstream media, even like in the NBA, NFL, MLB. Like now it's crazy. Now they're literally boycotting games. Yeah, people are fucked. Yeah,
I'm gonna let you go. You done with the question?
Yeah, pretty much. Go at it.
Nah, I mean, because obviously I'm human. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I try not to get in my feelings about what I see on the news and media.
Right.
I try not to, especially because sometimes it may negatively impact my career.
Of course.
But sometimes I just cannot stand it, and I need to stand for what's right. And like nah, man, yeah, like I just get fed up sometimes. I say the first thing that comes to my mind and I post it, which is probably maybe not the best thing, but at least for right now, while
it's
it's
your opinions. Yeah.
While I don't have a target on me, I could do that. So I'm enjoying that.
Right.
While I can, that I can say whatever I want.
Exactly.
So but nah, yeah, I think we're in a definitely crucial time period. The playoffs games were boycotted yesterday. I never thought that would happen.
All teams. I've never seen anything like that before in my life.
I don't know. I want to know if that was a predetermined thing, or if not predetermined, but because obviously because of the Jacob Blake, right? That's
Jacob Blake, yeah.
Obviously it was because of that, but I'm saying they must have always had that card in there.
I think it was like an idea. Like they say, all right, listen, if there's one more fucking police shooting during these fucking playoffs, we're out of here. Because everyone's really on point.
Especially during the playoffs, there's less teams, less organization that has to go into boycotting right now.
Exactly.
There's already 3 teams who got eliminated. You only got like 9 teams right now. So
pretty much, yeah.
Less organization, easier. You know what I'm saying? So you could definitely stop 10 teams from playing.
Yeah.
So it's just like, for instance, Milwaukee,
the Bucks.
because it was in their home state.
Yeah.
Then the next game is Chris Paul, and he's the vice president versus
Yeah, of the
Russell
players
Westbrook.
of the players union.
So
Yeah.
Chris Paul talks to Russell Westbrook, and they both boycott. So then now, was that lead LeBron James the last game of the night? What does he has to lead by example, right?
Exactly. He has no choice. Well, it sounds fucked up, but he has no choice.
He has no choice.
Because him and Chris Paul are close too. Because
Yeah.
him and Chris have obviously spoken about that.
Definitely a conscious decision, and on them all being African American males.
Yeah.
Before anything, he was African. They're all African American males.
Yeah, of course.
Before they were basketball players.
Yeah.
So they got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about it too, and I was just like, you know what? Like when I seen the video of Chris talking to Russ, I was just like, yo, if it was me, because I know I love basketball and I would want to fucking play right now. But especially for that championship.
Yeah.
But I gotta put that aside right now.
Exactly.
People.
I give them a lot. They're getting a lot of shit for it right now, but I actually give them a lot of credit because
Yeah,
it takes because listen, like all these because I always see like on Instagram,
It's
you know,
not
like
gonna
in the
happen
comment
with
section.
NFL.
It's not. Hell no.
Hell no.
The thing with like these NBA guys is that everyone's like they're millionaires. They should just play. I'm like, not all of them are millionaires. A lot of the guys like on the bench and a lot of guys who are like have like shit contracts are getting paid like 100,000, 500,000. So a pay cut for them,
And they're not guaranteed a spot next year.
and it's not no guaranteed, not guaranteed money, no guaranteed spots next year. You know, they get cut if they want to. So it's a lot. Yeah, like guys like LeBron, like Kyrie, Chris Paul, Westbrook, Harden. Yeah, like they have all guaranteed contracts and all multi-millionaires. You know, and like, you're upset because they make more money than the average working guy, and the average working guy can't just call out of work and stuff like that. I understand that. That's a semi-valid point, but they have more of a platform than your average working guy.
Yeah,
so and they have more of a responsibility. Exactly, they have more of a responsibility. They have more pull when it comes to actually changing stuff. And I feel like they could have said, you know what, we haven't played basketball in months. We're hungry for a championship. Like we want to get out the bubble as soon as possible. Let's just keep on playing. Like
we don't even want to be in the bubble.
Exactly, exactly. No, like the bubble is tough for them too because it's kind of like and people are like, oh, the bubble's not that bad. I'm like, listen, like imagine you like it's like you're on a travel ball team, but you cannot leave the fucking like the hotel or like the campus, whatever. You can't leave. You can't go to Denny's. You can't go to fucking IHOP. You can't do nothing.
Room service can't see nobody.
Exactly. You can't pretty much touch anybody. Like nothing. Like it's the exact opposite of like a travel ball team situation. But for them, it's like it's tough. Being in there too, being away from your families and all that. Having to if you have to leave for a family emergency and come back, you have to self quarantine by yourself, be in isolation. Like that's fucked up. Being in isolation will really like fuck you up. Being like away from like human experience really fuck you up. So for them, they're going through a lot right now. Yeah, they're going through a lot right now.
A lot of people think in their head. So
of course,
when you're thinking in your head like a whole 24 hours a day, a lot of self-destruct can happen.
Man, of course.
If you're having a bad day.
Of course. I think Heath Ledger, he played the Joker in The Dark Knight.
Yes.
He self-isolated himself for months.
Yeah.
Like locked himself in a hotel room for months and just got inside that psychopath type of like mentality because he was alone with his thoughts for a while.
Yeah.
And I think it was kind of like a reason why he did unfortunately commit suicide was because he was like in his thoughts a lot and he was like by himself a lot. And when production's over,
I feel like
it's really hard. It's hard to differentiate from like yourself. So from Heath, from the Joker, it's really hard because you became that character, you became that person.
That they say that happens to Jim a lot.
So
to Jim Carrey.
Of course, yeah. The characters he plays is crazy. They're all like either like in a different like state of mind, even if they're funny or serious.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. I understand that, especially being like an actor, like because I would like to act one day.
Okay, yeah.
And then like, but yeah, impersonating and that's crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? Because you really do have to like change up habits. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, for a role, like okay, but you got to look like this. You got to be working out. I hate working out, bro. But I got to be. You know what I'm saying?
You got to be a boxer or something, fighter,
or you got to cut weight, even worse.
Yeah. Or even gain fat, like literally get like really fucking fat. Like Christian Bale, like he's amazing because.
What movie was that?
What movie was it? Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder, like he became. Wait, no, was it him? Yeah, it was him. He became like a fat. No, that was Tom Cruise. But either way, like Tom Cruise, like that's like. He had to be fat. Like it was crazy. Like Christian Bale, he went from like skinny to like brolic, then like fat as fuck, then like regular weight, then like boxer weight, which is like he was like skinny but like slightly ripped and all that. Yeah, that's like 5 different like changes of weight and body type.
Yeah,
for like your normal human being can't really do that.
Yeah, like your body gets, especially with your body, gets used to habits.
Yeah, no,
when you're changing it up. I know there's like definitely a month period where he's like feeling like this.
All fucked up. Yeah, of course. That's why actors take breaks between like movies. They'll take like a year or two off for a movie because like it's a lot mentally and physically. It's a lot.
The lifestyle change. That's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
I'm glad that we don't have to do that in music. I could just be me.
You can just it does not fucking matter.
Yo, that's funny.
You could be a fat fuck your whole life as long as your music is good. You're chilling.
Yeah, right. Chilling.
Yeah, that's dope.
They like me.
Nah, they like the sound. It really matter. They don't like you. They don't like you. They don't fuck with you.
They don't like you. They like the sound.
Exactly.
That's funny.
But this is the first time you've mentioned to me that you want to go into acting. What made you go and like even like think about that?
Nah, like I remember I was in high school and stuff, and to be honest, bro, I let the stigma, I let the stereotype stop me from doing it.
Really?
Yeah, like I feel like I really could have. Like we had a drama department in our shit. Like we had an in school play one time where all the students, you know what I'm saying, went to the play and stuff. But the stereotypes that go with that, and I honestly let it stop me. But obviously with whatever I do, continuing from here on out, I would love to write a movie. You know what I'm saying, or write, produce something. Right.
So it's not just the acting piece you want to be a part of. You want to be a part of like writing stuff and then producing stuff, all that.
Yeah, that and restaurants. I'm pretty much that's gonna be my niche.
So side hustles include investing in stocks I've seen you do before.
Yeah.
The restaurant.
Yeah.
And production and stuff like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's funny because like lately I've been asking a lot of my guests what they envision their side hustles being or like the extra streams of income being, even if it's not like currently right now. Because I think it's very important because it kind of shows me
a side of them.
Yeah, it's showing me like a side of them, and it kind of correlates to what they're doing as well. Because of course, a lot of rappers nowadays, of course, go into acting, go into producing. I've seen like Young M.A. was on Mr. Robot, I think, for a little bit, and Dave East was recently. He played Method Man in a Wu-Tang biopic.
Yep, that was awesome.
Yeah, which he played. He did an amazing job.
Yeah,
he looks just like him too, which is nuts. I didn't really realize because like they cut up like his beard exactly how the chin
and then they gave him the mole.
Yeah,
the little beauty mark. Yeah,
it's crazy that they didn't have to do a lot. He's already big enough as it is.
Yeah.
So they really just, like the hairstyle a little bit, and like the beard. That's about it. So it was actually really easy. I guess it was a little more simple for him to kind of get into that zone.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
and then the Old Dirty Bastard's son. That was
dope.
I love him too, bro. He did great, bro. Like just being like, like
the sporadic has
like
the energy.
Like, bro,
because
that's great acting.
Amazing, because I was even wondering too. I was like, damn, like who's gonna play Old Dirty Bastard? Because that's gonna be a tough role, and if that role and the actor doesn't do well, the whole series goes to shit. Because of course, not just because Old Dirty Bastard is like the personality, but of course, since he passed away, a lot of people are a little more on edge. Since they want that person represented in the best way as possible.
Yep. They want the best replication of it.
Yeah, and of course, he was a legend in itself, and like I think what a lot of people don't understand is that Old Dirty Bastard, if there wasn't, a lot of artists nowadays wouldn't be who they are if it wasn't for Old Dirty Bastard. Old Dirty Bastard was the first like artist to really be like the quirky, out of nowhere, like sporadic type of artist, but still like spitting bars. So I think it's like because of him, like the Kodak Blacks, the G Herbos, those type of artists that take like unconventional flows and stuff like that have actually kind of like been able to reemerge and all that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree with that, but like that's just kind of the way I see it.
I definitely agree with that, just because his shit was different. So
yeah.
And then I feel what you're saying with the G Herbos.
Yeah.
G Herbo comparison, because me being I don't really like G Herbo, but
yeah, it's like hit or miss. People are just like that. Yeah, it's fine.
Exactly. So, but I watch I watch everybody, and I've seen him, and I understand like why people like him. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
So. I like what what I'm saying. But I'm not gonna bump G Herbo.
I got you. That's all good. It's all preference.
But he's good. He's dope though.
He's doing his thing too.
Yeah, see Lil Bibby though. See, I fuck with Lil.
Yeah, look, I see Lil Bibby's underrated. I think
Lil
Bibby's
like
OD underrated.
See, but who knows what he's doing now? So
yeah, probably just doing music here and
probably
there.
Low key.
They're always making money, which is good. They're always like to get their hands in something else.
Shit being out there gotta be low.
Yeah, it's tough nowadays. But what type of roles would you want to take, like acting wise? Are you open to anything, or are there specific roles that you think might cater out to you a little better based on performance?
I maybe definitely like comedy.
That'd be dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like some funny stuff. I mean, definitely like some serious. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like whatever. Because if you ask like any one of my friends or whatever, I'm not nothing too serious, but I can do some impersonations. I'd be. You know what I'm saying? Acting certain types of way. People think I'm serious, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Just, little stuff. But I've definitely, like, when I'm watching a movie and I'm just like, You know when like
That's me.
and
Yeah.
you know when like
Yeah.
like you could do something if you really, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like a step at a time. So
Of course.
definitely hit the music first and stuff.
Yeah, no, of course that's like priority.
But yeah, nah. And then I think I'm gonna just start by just writing something. I'm gonna just
Of course.
write like an idea down, you know, because I know a couple of writers too, and I know I got this friend back in Florida, and he actually he wrote a book, and he's actually trying to make it into a movie too. So
Oh,
it's
really?
like,
That's dope.
you know, so it's like that the avenues are there.
Yeah, I
Just
feel like
have
people don't even go that route no more. I feel like writing a book, they make it to the movie. People are just like, nah, it's too much work, too much time. Like, let me just go straight to the movie. But I think the book part is cool because if you're a fan of the book, or if you want to get like if you want to know exactly what the movie's about first, you read the book first. Then you go into, then you could like differentiate to the movie.
He never thought about it. They came to him wanting to do a movie.
Like a production team came with him.
Yeah,
Nice.
Like
okay.
nah, like the his
Like
publishing
investors?
company.
Okay, I
his
got
publishing company met with a production company, and then they hit him
That's
up.
dope.
They're like, yo, we got a production company.
Nah, definitely take advantage of yo, listen, if you need
Yeah.
actors, like, I'm
It
right
was
here.
nothing too crazy, you know. Like they made it to like a 15-minute like YouTube movie, but
Yeah.
fire.
That's dope. Nah, listen, everyone starts somewhere, and like that always is what matters.
Names on it.
Exactly. Like your accolade is on that. Everyone starts doing something.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, honestly, like I've actually been thinking about maybe like getting like in front of the camera too, like not like, you know, interview wise, but also like maybe like acting wise, because I have seen a lot of like radio guys go into movies. Like, so for example, Mike Francesa, I don't know if you know who he is. He's like a big like sports.
The chubby dude.
He's not. He's like a little older. He was with Mike and the Mad Dog. It's like an old ass, like, you know, it was like back in the days, that type of radio show.
Talking about,
Yeah, but like him, like
sports, right?
yeah, sports. He has like slick back hair. Always went like drinking Diet Coke. If you see him, you'll definitely know who he is.
Okay.
But like I remember like when I was a kid, I used to always see him like on Yes Network. Like he used to have a 6-hour radio, like sports radio show. At the time, I was like, damn, who the fuck is gonna want to sit here and listen to someone for 6 hours?
Yeah.
Because back then I didn't get it because I wasn't into this type of stuff yet. But like now I understand exactly why they give him a 6-hour airtime, because you know if you're that good, people will really listen to you for 6 hours. If not, they listen to you like on their commutes or for a little bit and all that.
Definitely on the commute.
Definitely works. But him, he was an Uncut Gems. I don't know if you've seen Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler. So remember where
No, I didn't see it. But
you didn't see it?
know
Okay, all right. So yeah, so Adam Sandler pretty much plays like this guy Howard. He's like a jeweler, like a lowball asshole, like
Yeah.
like like Diamond District, like jeweler, you know, like scam artist, like jeweler and all that.
That's
Yeah,
what he look like. Yeah.
yeah. So like, but what he spends a lot of his money on, or what he flips a lot of his money on, is like sports betting. So he goes into he goes into like this well-known restaurant, goes into the back kitchen, and the owner of the restaurant is like a bookie, I think, or someone who like has whatever, like does bets and all that. Connect for all that. So he gives him like a whole, and it's Mike Francesa who plays like the owner. Okay. So he pretty much just gives them money and says, hey, they put this money on the Celtics, blah blah. It was based on a true story, I think, or something like that, or like based on like a true like actual like Eastern Conference Finals between the Sixers and the Celtics and back in
the bet didn't happen, but the game did happen.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if something like that probably did happen, but it was based on the actual series. And even Kevin Garnett was in the movie too, which made it dope. But like he did like, you know, yeah, but OD. But he did a really good job, and I was like, damn, like you went from doing radio to acting. And I guarantee you, he would have never even thought about acting along, because you know this guy's like in his 60s now, so of course like he's been in a radio game for a while, like before podcasts, before the internet, before, you know, like you could just like switch careers and do like crazy, like go from like broadcasting to acting. Like that wasn't even the thing like in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And plus I've seen Charlamagne on like, you know, certain like TV specials and stuff like that.
Yeah. I feel like, damn, what was I gonna say? I feel like with the acting thing, they first start with like acting as themselves.
Of course, yeah.
Acting as themselves.
Yeah.
Like in certain movies.
Even if it's like in a different title or different like name.
Whether it be a cameo or something, and you're just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if I could think of a movie, but like, like people play themselves in the movie.
Yeah.
Before, you know, you get like a role playing somebody, you know, the actual role.
Yeah, of course.
Dominic or something.
Yeah, it's dope.
I think that's like a little foot in the door. You know, like for instance, when singers used to guest appearance on the show when they're guest appearing as
of course,
singer.
as
like,
themselves.
Oh, look, it's you know,
whatever,
like or Hannah Montana, something like that.
Oh, yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air used to be like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar came
Aaliyah.
in. Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying though. She played an actual role. She didn't play as Aaliyah. But it would have been different. Like let's say in Romeo Must Die, like she was Aaliyah, like, you know, performing and singing. That's what I mean. But no,
Yeah,
she
absolutely.
played an actual role.
Yeah.
Tupac played actual roles.
Tupac was a great actor.
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit, great actor.
That's what I'm saying. There was somebody who was damn. Did you see Project Power?
I didn't see it.
It was a
I have
great
not
movie.
seen it.
Jamie Foxx. There you go. Look,
Yeah.
look, singer.
Oh yeah, him. Well, he just
Yo,
he just
that
does
is
everything.
one of the biggest singers turned actor, bro.
And comedian too. He also does a lot of comedy.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. I even forgot about that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Imagine having so many hustles that like people just forget. Oh yeah, I forgot he does that. And like you're just good at that.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was on Pop's recent album too.
He was.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Just does everything. For me, it's cool too because I've definitely seen like radio and podcasts. Like I've seen it in pop culture and I've seen it like in movies. So for example, I don't know if you've seen this. There's the most recent Spike Lee movie, The Five Bloods.
Nah,
It's really good. It's about like former Vietnam veterans. They go back to Vietnam to like collect like a treasure that was like that they hid because what happened is that they were moving like bars of gold for the U.S. government to give to like not the communist government of Vietnam, but like but I guess like the rebels who were like on their side or something like that. Because you know it was like a conflict type. Like that's the reason. Yeah. So they were moving it and they got ambushed. So what ended up happening is that one of their like so it was 6 of them originally, or yeah, I know it's 5 of them originally, or 5 or 6. The one guy who they always like reminisce on had died in combat. But they pretty much ended up hiding that like that gold was always just like hidden there. It was always like hidden there, and it was always like lost, like quote unquote lost. So they come back like when they're in their 60s, they come back to kind of rekindle and find the gold and to get rich, pretty much.
That sounds like have you seen On My Block?
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen a couple
they have
episodes.
like a similar like it's not what the show is about, but like they have like a treasure hunt type thing like that, kind of like that, where somebody stole money like years ago and then nobody's found it since.
So yeah, you'll come get it back, funny. Type of thing.
It's kind of funny.
Before someone else finds it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's cool. So what was I going?
But that's a twist though. They go back when they're 60. Is it a comedy?
It's definitely not. Well, it's serious as fuck. But it's like a Spike Lee. It's gory. Shit. It's like a whole bunch of shit happens. Spike Lee, yeah. But like there are some comedy like aspects into it. Like going like at the beginning, it's mostly just straight comedy because like you know they're at the clubs in Vietnam getting fucked up, like just you know like rekindling with each other. They haven't seen each other in like 30 years type shit. So stuff like that. But anyways, they flash back to like in the 60s to when they're fighting and like the time period back then, and it's like you know it's like grained, like the filter's like grained out. It looks like all 60. It's really cool. And there are clips of you know like of like a Vietnamese woman like going on the radio and just like speaking. Yeah. But then it's like the room is red. It's like an old school microphone. It's the type of way that she's speaking about it. It's really cool. And those type of clips I've seen in you ever seen a movie The Warriors? Yeah. So remember in The Warriors where like there's a woman going on air like pretty much talking to the Warriors. The Warriors never hear it, of course. That's the whole point of it. But they're always saying, hey, like watch out because you know like this like those like that type of scenes for me are really cool. And I think that's why like radio's been always like a really cool thing. So if I could do like something like similar to that or like be in a role that's similar to that or like play as someone who's like a radio. Or you know, like a radio host, something like that. That'd be so cool. I would love to do stuff like that.
Scary movie, like you know how like scary movies always have like the radio is always like, you know, like, oh, well, tuning in. They always got that dude. Yeah. Always talking about like what's going on in town. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
something like
that.
Watch out, he's gonna come kill you.
Murder.
Yeah, something like that. I would love to do some shit like that. Yeah. Or even if it's like
some Scream shit.
Yeah, that shit is dope. Or like even anything to do with like this, because like I'm already used to doing this, so I wouldn't even have to act. It would just be like me, but like in a other dimension. If I was like in the middle of nowhere, or if I would start doing like radio instead of podcast.
What if you did like you friend, like let's say the next Wu-Tang shit, right? And then they need somebody to play a role of the person who interviewed them.
Yeah, and a lot of radio guys back in the days were like my skin tone,
bro,
like white guys.
Nobody had no radio station back then.
Yeah, that'd be fire. Yeah, honestly, like with old school mics, old school equipments and everything.
Hit the button.
Facts. Yeah, shit like that. Yeah, no, of course. Like that, I would love to do some shit like that. Now, on that note, I really want to thank you for joining the show again.
Yeah,
third time record and all that. But I definitely appreciate it. LXD, the album, go check that out. It drops today. Be on the lookout for a video.
Midnight,
literally midnight. I guess like, be on the lookout for all of that, man. I want to thank you for joining the show, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. Always. You already know.
Appreciate it, bro.
Fuck with the re-up.
Absolutely, man.
Re-up NYC.
All right, definitely. As the Re-up podcast, we'll catch you guys next time.